The Lagos marketplace, always alive with the chatter of buyers and sellers, pulsed with energy. Voices overlapped, bargains being struck, laughter echoing through the narrow walkways, the occasional sound of a stubborn goat resisting its owner's pull. Yet, in the midst of the commotion, a melody floated above the noise, like a whisper only the heart could hear. Ayo sat on an overturned wooden crate, an old guitar resting against his knee. His fingers danced over the strings, pulling from them a tune that was his own. A tune that spoke of dreams, of restless longing, of something just out of reach. Across the way, Tola sat at her small stall, hands busy weaving intricate baskets. She had grown up in the market, her days filled with the steady rhythm of trade. She knew every customer by name, every shortcut through the maze of vendors, every trick to securing a sale. But what she didn't know was why, every afternoon, her fingers slowed whenever that melody drifted her way. At first, she ignored it. The music was just another part of the market, another sound in the sea of sounds. But day after day, it returned, familiar yet different, wrapping around her like a story being told just for her. One afternoon, she found herself standing at the edge of the small crowd that had gathered around the young musician. The golden sunlight cast long shadows, painting the marketplace in warm hues. Ayo's eyes met hers briefly before he looked away, a shy smile tugging at his lips. "You've played that before, haven't you?" she asked, stepping closer. Ayo glanced up, surprised. "You remember?" "I do." She crossed her arms. "It's been in my head all week." Ayo chuckled, strumming a few more notes. "Then maybe I should play something new. Don't want to bore my best listener." Tola smiled, shaking her head. She hadn't meant to be noticed. She had only meant to listen. But now, here she was, standing before him, her heart beating to the rhythm of his song. Days turned into weeks. Each afternoon, Ayo played, and Tola found herself drawn to him. She would hum along absent-mindedly while arranging her baskets, sometimes swaying slightly to the music. It became a routine neither of them spoke of, yet neither dared break. One evening, as the market quieted and vendors packed away their goods, Ayo played a song softer than before. It was a melody unlike the others, not just for the crowd, not just for the market, but for her. Tola lingered by his side, listening in silence. When the final note faded, she whispered, "Every song you play, it feels like it's meant for me." Ayo looked at her, his voice low. "Maybe it is." For a moment, the noise of the market, the weight of the world, the rush of time, all of it faded. There was only the two of them, and the music that had brought them together. The market serenade was not a grand declaration of love. It was something quieter, something softer. A promise in the form of a melody, a song that would always play, just as the sun would always rise over the Lagos sky. And so, as the last light of the day melted into the horizon, Ayo strummed his guitar once more. Tola smiled, knowing that tomorrow, just like today, the music would bring them together again.